ladies, gentlemen, sinners, saints. Put your drinks down for half a second. Light whatever you brought with you. Cigars, smokes, joints, coffee, whiskey. I don't judge. You didn't come here for fairy tales. You came for truth, steel, and motor oil. This ain't clickbait. This ain't influencer nonsense. This is real biker news told by a man who's lived it, seen it, and survived it. From the streets to the clubhouse, from the old guard to the new blood. Welcome to Biker News Canada. And the man behind the curtain, the voice they don't want quiet, the pen that wrote playpen, the mind that never shut off, Bob Jarvie. So sit back. Let the truth hit harder than a straight pipe at midnight. And remember, once you hear it here, you can't unhear it. Now here is Bob.
Hey, how's everyone out there tonight? Sorry about that. While I swallowed what I was eating there, I apologize. It's Monday night. Bob's back. Biker News Canada in the house, making it happen over here. So what do we got? Quick reminder, as we do, one night at the Playpen, my story of being in one of the world's largest 1% motorcycle clubs. Late 90s, early 2000s. It's quite a ride, this story. And if you get the book and the patch, I'll send them to you. Postage, shipping, all that included, $40. And if you don't want the patch, $30. So get a hold of me on any social media. And like you say, I'll make it happen. And we get things happen. Still waiting on my merch site. Hopefully it's coming along soon. I'm really hoping it's coming along soon. But I think probably I'm safe to say it is. So we'll do a good probably on that one. But anyways, he's an old friend. He's going to help me out, get things going here. What in the world is going on with Facebook these days, man? Have they changed everything? What's going on here? Am I on the page? Something's like wacky over here. That's why I'm on the business page. Okay. Oh, and by the way, on the Facebook group and all that, I'm going to start posting more and more of the events and stuff like that onto the Facebook page and not the group. So if you're in the group, that's cool. I'm going to keep doing lots of stuff in the group as well, but I'm going to switch the events and stuff over to the page. So just go on over there. You don't have to subscribe if you don't want to, but that's where the more hard news will be. And the clips from my shows will go over there. Now, I don't know what happened on StreamYard today, but it wouldn't let me stream to Facebook. Seems like I changed some settings or something. And I'll have to figure that out tomorrow because it was time to do the show already. Give me a second. I'm just looking for... There it is. There it is. I just wanted to share with you guys our merch guy, because if you're having an event this summer, or if you're running events and you're gonna get t-shirts or hats or whatever made for said event, or if your club's looking for new stuff, new shirts and stuff for the members, or support gear, or whatever the case is, get hold of these guys. Good people. Tell them Bob from Biker News Canada sent you. Dirty Dog Embroidery. You can find them on Facebook. This is their Facebook page. And so they got some great pricing here. Toques for $9 with a logo on it, which I'm not even going out on a limb. I'm sure it's the same toque as this one, with a nice logo embroidered on the turn up there. You know what I mean? Where you turn it up, and ball caps, hoodies, and the prices are unbeatable. $24 with a standard logo on the front, and that's the starting price. And on the back end, you're gonna get $40 or so for a hoodie, or it makes a really nice comp thing, right? If you're gonna comp something, it doesn't cost you $1 million to make one on comp. All right, so that's it for that stuff. Let's get in the chat and see who's all here. It looks busy tonight. I thank you guys all for coming along. What do we got? We got 2 Franks. That's cool. So we got Frank D 2056, and we got Frank that I've known for a while. Good evening, both of you guys. Great to see you. And we got Robert in the house. Oh, from Nova Scotia. Good to see you, brother. Very nice. And if you ever want to do another interview, Rob, and promote your new Facebook group, feel free. And we got Mountain Woman in the house. Hello, Mountain Woman. Good to see you this evening. And if he's with you, hello. Shit, I forgot his name already. Anyways, your old man. Sorry, I forgot his tag already. We got Scrap Iron in the house. Good to see you guys. Just had to have a quick sandwich, Jimmy. I was starving. Haven't eaten since breakfast. Hey, we got Vinny in the house. Good to see you this evening, brother. And who else we got here? Jimmy Mack, Mountain Woman, Road Dog. Good to see you too, bro. Much love. Semi merch. Yeah, as soon as I got it, bro, it's going to be a website. So we're going to have a big website, and it'll take payments and all that shit. And the guy that I just showed you his Facebook group, because it's me, and I don't know, he might offer it to everybody, but he's going to do basically like a drop ship for me. So the order comes in, the website takes the payment, he gets the info, he makes the order, and he ships it to the final customer. And he does all that for me. And like I say, and then we divvy up, he gets paid, and I get paid, and everything goes, right? So as soon as I got it, brother, you guys will all have it. I can't wait to get it rolling. I'm really excited about it because I'm going this week to look at some Harleys. I'm going to pick 3 Harleys at different price points. They're used bikes. Don't nothing new, nothing crazy. But I'm going to do $100 tickets with, I think, 200 tickets or so. We'll do $50 tickets with, 400 or so. Then we'll do $25 tickets with, what will that be? 2, 4, 8, 800 or something like that, right? And then the bikes will be different values corresponding to the ticket price. So we can have some raffles that go quick because there ain't many tickets to sell, and then some that take a little longer, but you don't got to spend as much to have a chance at a Harley. So, and your chances, of course, will change on the prices, right? So that's going to be on the merch site is how we're going to set that up. So, hey, Edge, how are you this afternoon, brother? Good to see you. So, yeah, I'm really excited. Actually, I think I'm going to talk to him as soon as I do the show and see where we're at. We got everyone saying hello to everyone. That's what I like. All good people. And we got Craig in the house tonight. Good to see you, brother. Carney's in the house. Good to see you too, bro. Long time no see. I haven't been on your channel for a minute, man. I apologize. But you're still clicking, man. I love to see that, bro. Keep on rolling it out there. And as we find our people and they find us. I like it. We got Tommy in the house all the way from down under. Good to see you, bro. I hope you're feeling better, man. Like, I understand you had some more operations and stuff. So that's a bummer. But hey, man, if it's gonna make you better, fucking good at it. Get at her, get her done. And we got everyone else. Give a try for my business. Thanks, Vinny. He's a good guy. He contacted me after a show and he goes, I don't know if you remember me. I DJ'd at this one strip joint in London when you were in the club and blah blah blah. And we used to talk all the time because I used to be a strip joint DJ before I joined the club, right? I was like, fucking awesome. So he got a hold of me because of the YouTube show, and he's been nothing but helpful, and he's gonna help me get things moving. I love to see that, man. I love to see that. So I'll do my part. I may as well put his logo up there. Just making sure no one else is talking to me. You guys are all saying hi to each other. I dig it. I dig it. Holy Christ. Nice active one today, man. I love this. Hope the old school duo working well. Happy with that. Proud of you. Thank you, Road Dog. I appreciate that, bro. Well, life is always so much easier when you work with people you know and your friends, and you're actually willing to help each other without getting in each other's pocket too hard. As long as everyone's happy at the end of the day and the deal was good for everybody, it makes it so much better, man. And Gary's around. How are you tonight, Gary? Good to see you, bro. It's a great time of year to buy a bike, Craig. Exactly. And like I say, I have a good friend here in town who's got 2 barns full of bikes. So I contacted him last week. I missed him. I went to his place. I missed him. He said he had doctor stuff and all that. Is what is. Twin cams and stuff. We're not going to get anything too brand new, but we'll get something in the mid 2000s and stuff like that. I asked him about Dynas. He said, yup. I asked him about street glides. He said, yup. And etc. And I'm sure there'll be an Ultra in there somewhere too, right? So we'll be okay. We'll get some good bikes up there, and everybody's going to have fun with it, right? Good, Tommy. It's good to hear, brother. Good to hear, man. Fucking hard being a soldier. Fuck. I can just imagine. We got No Grow in the house. Good to see you, my friend. It is a good loyal crew, isn't it? No, I love this shit. We got Nomadic in the house too. I must have breezed right boom. Why him, brother? I don't know what I'm doing, but I cannot get that fucking clip. I got it to upload to my files. And then when I try to upload it to the StreamYard site, I can't find it in my files. It's the weirdest shit. My head just wants to go like that some days. Some days me and computers don't get along. Look how long it's taking me to get through this AdSense bullshit. Oh, and hey, I want to say a thank you. One of you guys was good enough to send me a donation, and on the e-transfer thing there last week, and I want to give a thank you for that. Now I will find it real quick here. I think maybe not though. Sometimes when I think I'll find things quick, that's when I definitely don't find them quick. But I don't want to go by and not say thank you. Got to be respectful in this life. If you're not respectful, then what the hell are you doing here, right? Where are we? December 22nd. Okay. We're getting there, I think. These bank caps, at least not bad. You just got to look for the green ones, because the green ones are money coming in. There's more black ones than green ones on my bank, though. Unfortunately. I don't think it's that one. No, not that one. So I went to the bike show this weekend. I think it's this one. No, that's a customer. That's weird. I might have to give you that thank you tomorrow, which I apologize about, because I saw it, I made note of it, And then I smoked a joint and promptly forgot it, but I knew it was in my phone. I'll give that thank you tomorrow though. But man, I really appreciate it. It all just goes to making me make sure I can keep this show on the up and up and keep it running and make sure I'm here every day because I enjoy hanging out with you guys and it's vice versa. So yeah. Okay, where are we now? We're at the real truth. Hey Bob, heard some bullshit. I heard that they opened a chapter in Florida, man. I don't know. And I would have thought that about the other two clubs too. But listen, Mongols are in Florida, and pagans are in Florida. So maybe the outlaws and the warlocks are happy with what they got, and they don't want to bother fighting over territory anymore. Because if it's not over territory, it's over women. Was it you? No, girl. If it was you, bro. Thank you. Kurt, I'll see you tomorrow, bro, in the afternoon. I'll give you a message when I'm leaving London. It'll be in the afternoon, though. I got to teach in the morning. I'm going to go up and finish that job. I was sick yesterday. I apologize, but I'm going to go see you. No, wires weren't crossed. It was me. I was sick. I didn't really get to sleep till 8 in the morning Sunday, and I slept till like 11 o'clock at night. I spent all night up and down, so it sucked. Spider, good to see you tonight, brother. Thank you for dropping in and checking it out, man. I appreciate you. And Kurt, did I say hi to you? Or Craig? I think I said hi to you, Craig. I hope so. And who else do we got? Everyone's saying hi to each other. Holy moly, you guys are busy in there, and I love it. Anyone? Yes, I started watching that today. Nomadic. I almost feel like doing a response video to it. I think he's a little bit off base here. And I don't think he was saying it in jest. I think he meant it. But I think he's off base with that one. The only places that Harley hasn't gone to that he's open chapters in are the places in the States. Now, I agree with him that there's definitely going to be a problem with a Chicago bottom rocker. But the way that club's patches are, the bottom rocker isn't a great big thing. It's kind of, we'll look at their patch and we'll figure it out together. But they don't kind of do the bottom rocker thing like all the other 1% clubs. Oh, you starting to get the bike apart? Nice. Get her happening, bro. Okay, Wayne, he's usually on every night, bro, but I haven't done a show since Thursday night. So it's a tough call. But he usually pops in every night. He's been working at nights anymore. Fuck yeah, Honey Badger, eh? I love the names that we have now for weed these days, man. It's awesome. Okay, yeah, I'll let him know, Tommy, if I talk to him. In the meantime, I got him on Facebook Messenger. Yeah, I know. That's what I was just talking about. I was thinking about whether I should do a response video to that because he was off the mark on a lot of it, man. Yeah, I think I was just sick and tired, bro. I ran down to that goofy bike show and all that stuff. And, fuck, man, there's more vendors than there is motorcycles at every bike show anymore. Oh, no, Taco wouldn't be happy, 100%. But like I say, the Mongols have set up shop in Florida already, and so have the pagans. And who was it the Mongols had that thing at the gas station with? Because they're in Florida too. It used to be just outlaws and what was it that the real truth said? Warlocks. I thought it was a different club than the Warlocks. It might not have been. But yeah, I agree. And like even with me being 25 years out of the club, and I don't even talk to nobody in the club no more. when I read stuff like that, it still bugs me for some reason. I don't know why. I can't get it out of my system, right? But it's fucking crazy. Oh, nice. Filthy few. Good to meet you. Hey, thanks for popping in this evening, man. I haven't seen you in here before, but pop on in anytime you like. Monday to Friday, except for last Friday. 8 p.m., man. I dig it. Mongols and pagans have hundreds of members throughout America. Yeah. But don't back down from a fight. Yeah. The Canadian MC Club walking to Florida really well. Well, I don't know. It's up to them. Like I said, I don't want to give opinions on shit like that. I don't think it's going to go smooth. And it may not even last. Especially the Chicago one. But the fact that people are saying it's a mail order patch scam, it's not. I can't get to bed with that. I don't think it is, man. I got to go to South Africa. Oh, I got to go to South Africa. That's interesting. But I'd love to go there. I got to go once, but I'd love to go there. Check out those charters. Oh, okay. I get you. Get you. It's in the heart. Yeah, maybe, eh? I think so, bro. Oops. All those years that's what you lived in, and then Warlock Club, two different ones. I always wonder if they get along. The 1 year that I was in Daytona as a member in the Daytona clubhouse, it was the first time ever in years that there was some guys from the Warlocks there. And, even back then they were starting to make peace with the clubs they've been warring with for all them years, because war costs money. It gets people in jail. It gets people in the ground. There's really no upside to war unless you actually get this big territory and some of your guys actually make some money. That's the part that kills me. So they go to wars over territory, but then the whole club doesn't make any money off that territory except for by membership. And you can't force a guy that doesn't want to be in your club into your club. That doesn't fucking work. And get Trump to do it. Yeah. Yeah, but why does he say that? And then on the other hand, they talk about bikers or domestic terrorists. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can't get Trump to do nothing. I don't want to do politics on this show because I got somebody right pissed off on Mikey's show this morning. But the more he got mad, the more I kept throwing what I considered facts at him. And I don't like Trump, and nothing nobody's ever going to say will change my fucking mind on the fact that I don't like the guy. But, that's just my personal opinion. He's, but I don't want to fucking dwell on it. Oh, it was you. Sorry, bro. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that, man. I really can't tell you how much that means to me. And once we get stuff like that flowing, then more and more people will do it. And I appreciate you for getting it going, man. I love it. Thank you. So I think it was me, Finally Found Canadian Show. Thank you, bro. And there's going to be 2 Friday the 13th. And this year, my intention is to be at both of them on a motorcycle. You're in there, Pete. I was. No, girl. I can't help it. The other guys in Mike's chat know me. And they know not to get too excited about the shit I'm saying. Because at the end of the fucking day, I hate all politicians, all these fucking guys that are in government acting like they don't work for us. We fucking elect them. Of course they work for us. You know what I mean? Acting like once they get elected, they're above us or some fucking... No, man. No, you work for us. You get paid from the fucking money you collect from us that you make us collect for you. So without us, there's no you. So politicians can suck it as far as I'm concerned. Yes, Spider. That's exactly it, bro. They're a bunch of fucking actors. They act one way to get your vote, and they act a whole fucking other way when they got your vote, and they're in some sort of place of power. You know, fuck politicians, man. Can't stand any one of them. Grant, how are you, brother? Thanks for popping in this evening, my friend. I called Bo. He's tentatively booked for not this week because I'm doing part 2 of Billy Stacks. Next week. Bill from what are the coolest clubs out there, guys? You guys will love this club. And you'll love Bo. The Celtic Brotherhood is where Bo's from. He's getting up into his 80s, and he made this club up himself, and it's been in existence for age. And he also was the creator of a Canadian magazine called the Riders Mag, Riders Mag. And he's an interesting fellow. And he does a lot of stuff for brain injury. He was in a big bike wreck years ago with a rather catastrophic brain injury. And you know the stories when people say it, had to learn how to talk, had to learn how to walk, that kind of story, right? And since then, he's gone on and all that stuff, right? Exactly, Gary. You guys give it back, and I don't get all bummy and personal and pouty about it. I fucking think it's funny, bro. It's what I do in the morning for a laugh, man. He did get all out of shape, didn't he, Jimmy? And then he started yelling at other people for telling them to relax. Like, holy fuck. But it's just a fucking chat. That's it, Nomadic. That's it. That's how I've always looked at politicians, and nobody will ever convince me otherwise, man. Never. Yeah, man. It makes no sense. Yeah, exactly, Mountain Woman. They're supposed to, though. When they're up there trying to get elected and they want that seat of power, they tell us everything they're going to do for us. And then they turn around and do about none of it. Or they do the exact opposite, or whatever the fuck they do. But don't tell me that one fucking asshole is any better than another asshole, because they're all assholes. I don't care whose name is in that list. That's how it goes. 70 days ain't no, not that nobody's counting. Don't think our country would handle any of it. Well, no, I'm not saying, then that's what I'm saying, bro. I don't say Biden was any better, my man. I fucking got no use for him either. He shouldn't have been elected the time he was elected. The system down there blows my mind. The Democratic Party thought they owed it to him. It was his turn because he missed the time when his son was unfortunately dying. It's bad, but fuck, man, it's life. Lots of people have had sons that have died and shit, man. It's just part of it. But you don't give an old fart who can't fucking remember to tie his shoes the fucking most important seat of the world. My God. And honestly, the way that Trump's pushing on the rest of the world, if the rest of the world stops using the US dollar, the US is going to be in a bad fucking place, man. Did he tell you off, Jimmy? That was funny. He got all mad, didn't he? He gave Pablo shit. He gave fucking Papa Penguin, who's always the voice of reason. And he went at Claire. Like, fuck, I like Claire a lot, man. He was good. Yeah, no, I got just fucking, when people say about Trump derangement syndrome, there's the same derangement syndrome in the other direction, where everything that comes out of that old guy's mouth is the gospel, and fucking you can't be that fucking naive. No, I asked Stacks about Dragon, I think, when he was on my show for the first interview, bro. And he said he's got no beef with Dragon. But I do know that he was sour at Dragon in Hollywood because they were talking shit when they first found out he was doing biker news. The old, he's never been in a club, and what does he know? He doesn't need to know anything that nobody else knows. We can all use the old Google machine. That's where I get my biker news. It's not like I'm in fucking Daytona seeing what's going on down there. Gotta get our news from somewhere. Yeah, Spider, I agree with you, man. I think he wants to go against NATO, though. I think it's going to be so weird, man. Let's hope it just doesn't happen. Yeah, I can't even go on the vertical side. That side is even too much for me. But again, these people that take this shit serious and start calling each other names and shit, you gotta fucking sit down. Sit down. Be quiet. It's just a fucking, it'll be over in 4 fucking years. You know what I mean? It'll be on a bitch about the next guy. That's all. Me too. That's where I'm at, Black Legionnaire. I've always fucking into that music, into that fucking line of thinking. I don't like fucking any of them. They're all fucking shit. I agree. Abolish them, man. Abolish them. I refuse to sacrifice my children for some rich fucks who want war. Exactly. Let them see. Yeah, exactly. Send your fucking kids from private school on in there. See how they fucking like it. And that's true. That's true about that one, No Grow. Which is kind of, hopefully this channel. The funny thing about Americans is they always say that the Canadians are savages. I find that crazy. He reckons is BD. Oh. You know what he was talking about there? And then how come he kind of went quiet, bro? Is because I think I might have said something to him that it's not that. He got a little bit out of shape when Black Dragon did that thing at court. But he wasn't working for the prosecutor. He was working for the defense team. Because that's the first thing I asked Dragon right on one of his shows. I said, "Are you going to be working for the prosecutors or the defense?" And he said, "Never the prosecutors." I said, "Okay, you got to make sure it stays like that. You'll lose a lot of people if you change your mind, right?" That's right, Mountain Woman. That's right. Hey, thank you, Filthy Few. I appreciate that, brother. Dragon's not my cup of tea, but hey, it's just me. Yeah, and you know what? Ever since we had that interview and the reactions and everything, I've kind of not been there as often. Some people in his chat are talking some stupid racist shit about me. Just sit down. Fuck. I never said nothing to nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? I never said nothing to nobody. I had a family in politics once. Worst side of humanity I ever saw. And people, exactly, Vinny. And you know where I got my introduction into politics is in college. I ran and got elected to the student union of my college. And we had like a lot of money we collected in student fees, just like collecting taxes. And then we had our departments that we had to divvy the money up and make sure everything ran and make sure it was fair and blah, blah, blah. Well, I was in charge of entertainment. So I booked the bands, the movies. We had stand-up comedians. And like I say, we had a movie night, stand-up comedians weekly, and a band at least twice a month. Like I had the Tragically Hip play at my college just before they started blowing up on the radio. I had the Tragically Hip and groups like that. You know what I mean? So I had the biggest budget. I had $250,000 to play with every year. But it was an elected spot. And you had to get reelected every year, just like, because you're students, right? Give everyone a chance at the kick of the cat. The president was a full-time job, and he got paid a base salary for being the president of the student union. And my part, the entertainment part, I had a full-time employee that was BTO's road manager back in the day. So he knew tons of people in the industry, and we got good access to some really good bands. And I seen people argue at the table for 2 hours over $100, and neither one back him down. No, he's a good guy, Tommy. I don't mean to talk shit about Dragon when he's not here. That's not my style. I don't like talking behind people's back. But and he stuck up for me when people were talking shit about me. He's like, no, don't be saying shit about Bob. He's a good guy. I love Bob. And I just plain old don't seem to watch him as much anymore. And for a while there, I gave up on Mike's show because the chat, every time I said something anti-Trump, the whole chat would jump on me. Like, whoa, relax. Fuck. I'll say anti-fucking Carney shit too in the next breath. Trust me, I will. And you know what, Gary? You're not the first person who said that. And Kay Wayne dropped right off his channel over that night, which, you know, I didn't ask him to, and I kind of wish he hadn't of, but, you know, he did, and that's his choice. He's a man. He's an adult. That's because we are savages. Yeah, you mean just ask a vet, don't you? I think in the theater of fucking war, Canadians have been proven to be savages. Beastie Boys, the Stupid Phone Wicked Band. I meant the 81s. U.S. Civil War of Canada. I don't think that'd fly, Frank. Like, if it had been done years ago and it was done and all that by now, but at this day and age, I just don't see, like, as a Canadian, and I've said it on this show a million times, I love the idea of no borders because it sucks that I can't fucking get across into Michigan or I can't go live in fucking Texas or wherever, right? But, you know, just some of the fucking policies and shit down there, the healthcare thing wouldn't fly with Canadians at all. Even if we got fucking lineups saying, you know, all Americans go on about, oh, you have to fucking wait so long. So what? It don't fucking cost us nothing. And there's ways to get around the line. And if, you know, it goes by priority, right? So if you're fucking near going to die, they're going to do what they can for you. But recently, there's been some deaths in the emergency room hallways in a couple hospitals out in the prairies. So that's on the government, man. They got to fucking hire us some fucking healthcare professionals, man. You know what I mean? No, he's an infidel. Hey, Mike, how are you tonight, brother? I was just making a conversation about that guy I had all wound up in the chat on your show this morning. Got him fucking right going sideways. And the other guy who did that too was Straight Jacket when I first met him on the chat. And him and I are good buds now. You know what I mean? Once you get to know me and you know that fucking I hate all of them just as much as the other one, then fucking whatever, right? You'll understand. Exactly. It's all about lies, my brother. I'm still a guest of 81. They've been feeding me and haven't paid one ball. Well, man, that's fucking that's high praise for the club taking care of you like that. You got people in it, or you got some other connection to it. You can't be just some guy off the street getting that kind of. But like I say, when I went to England, a whole nother club from my club took care of me, fed me, housed me, and entertained me for 8 fucking months. So the biker community, for what it's worth, that's where you really get to see what bikers are truly about. They didn't fucking know me from Jack. I met 2 of them at Daytona Bike Week. Got drunk with them a couple times in the clubhouse, I suppose. And the whole club took me in. Now that's more what bikers are fucking about. You know what I mean? Dire T democracy. Yeah. Yeah, remember BTO, Jimmy, man? Fucking, they were taking care of business, brother. But yeah, this guy, he was cool. It was funny. His wife was the anchor for the local news station here in our city. And when I left college, I did the strip club thing, and then I became a biker, right? So all of a sudden, I'm in the fucking news. And they were looking for me when I was in England. So I was all over the front page of the newspaper a couple of times. DJ Bob was supposed to show up to testify, and he can't be found. Rumors are he left the country and shit like that. And I look, and it's my old fucking photo from the college when I was in the student union. And they used my old college, so I know where they got that picture from, right? I enlisted in the U.S. Marine Corps in 83 at age 17. I was so glad I didn't have to go anywhere. You missed Iraq, you missed Afghanistan, just held over When Desert Storm started for a month. Wow, eh? Wow. You didn't have to go to Kosovo or none of them places, eh? Yeah, and that's it, Spider. Everyone's got different thoughts on all the different hosts, right? And then like people like me, I watch all as many as I can, right? I watch Hollywood, I watch Mike, I watch Black Dragon, I watch Billy. I became friends with most of the guys, and you know, I don't talk shit about any one of them because everyone's got their own style, their own version of how they want to do their show, and that's the way it should be. Hey, Rebecca's in the house. Good to see you tonight, Rebecca. That's why I only do my politics show like every second Sunday or so. I'll do one, but man, oh man, sometimes you can get everything, you get fucking people wound up, and you know, you can actually lose people over politics, which I don't want to lose anyone. Yeah, man, that's the way to do it. I remember when you called him that bad word. I know, eh? Fucking, what are you gonna do? But I didn't mean it like in a bad way. I wasn't pointing it at anyone. I used it as a noun. I said that word, and then unfortunately I said it the wrong way. I meant to say that N word, and I said it the whole wrong way. I was tired and I was stoned, and it just slipped out, right? It was what it was. We don't want the liberals. Yeah, that's true, Gary. You guys, we fucked with all the liberals. But you know what? It's kind of 50-50 up here between libs and conservatives, right? Yeah, no borders would be the fucking shit, man. It would be the shit. Oh, it's worse, Gary. I knew guys in the club that couldn't get across for a DUI. At least the last time I checked, Canadians could get across with just a DUI, even though it's a criminal offense. Oh, fuck yeah. Well, you don't even want to get into discussions about religion with me, bro. Because I'm even more of a non-believer of organized religion as I am a non-believer of fucking governments. Probably rides a Honda Rebel. That's it, bro. Yeah, TBT, that was his name. I didn't even look into him or see who he was. I think I've seen him in the chat a couple of times. But fucking, he was fucking, he rides a Honda. We used to have a name for guys, not that they rode Hondas, guys that had all the Harley gear and the chain drive wallet and all the shit and didn't even own a bike. We used to call them sidewalk bikers. And I used to fucking laugh and laugh. You know how many sidewalk bikers you'd see in a strip joint thinking that impresses the girls in there? You know what I mean? Oh, I'm going to get laid tonight. I got my Harley shirt on. They go in there, the whole fucking bar's full of Harley shirts. Yeah, man. Well, they don't hardly run anymore, nomadic. At least now the newer ones seem to be more dependable. But fuck, when they need repaired, woo, buddy, better be under warranty, especially all the new models that they got flying out there, man. I think you that don't like PDR posers. Hey, Bobby, how are you? No, BD's got his place, and maybe he's not everyone's cup of tea. You know what I mean? He's got his place. He's knowledgeable. He knows a lot about the biker set down there, and he really opened my eyes to the fact that there's a black set, and that's all I was trying to get into that whole conversation. Was all I want to talk about was the fact that there is a black set and a white set in the States, and if it's necessary. You know what I mean? Like, why can't the outcasts go to an outlaws party or vice versa? Why not? Why can't they be friends? Why can't those two clubs work together or any other combination out there? Or why can't the clubs just be mixed race? You know what I mean? That was the whole thought process I had going into that conversation that night. Yeah, calm down. Exactly. BTO, remember that fucking group? No, they were good. Randy Bachman can fucking play guitar, but he's an asshole. He's a straight up, or at least he was the one night I met him. He was an asshole to me that night, and that's it. You only get one shot with me, even when I was in my fucking late teens or whatever it was. That was the same way. You get one shot. You talk down to me like I'm a piece of garbage. I'll fucking hate you forever because that's the way I am, man. I did hear 1% Canadian clubs are different, remember? Oh, yeah, they are different, Craig. Well, the whole thing is when everything was shaking up between them, the two big clubs up here in Ontario and stuff, the guys from Detroit would say stuff like, well, we'll call the red and white guys we know, and we have a communication thing and blah, 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 and we'll see if, whatever, right? And they would get back to us and say, the guys from California said they've got no fucking control over the guys in Quebec. The guys in Quebec decide they're going to do something, and that's what they fucking do. The rest of the fucking world's just stay out of it. It's the way they present it. Stay out of it. It's our thing. We know what we're doing. But you got to give that fucking club props in Canada. They went almost coast to coast. You know what I mean? Coast to coast. One club. It didn't happen overnight, but you got to give him fucking respect for doing that. Yeah, he is a personal friend of yours, isn't he, Mike? You're right. And there's no question. There's no question he's biased to his race. Yep. Yep, and you're right, he does. And everyone's got a right to think however the fuck they want to, right? But yeah, he's very much pro his race. And when we were off camera that night, and he explained to me why he felt that way, because I didn't understand it using it the way I used it, the reaction I got, it makes sense. Usually when he was younger, you heard that term, it was followed by either violence or some fucking bullshit thing towards him. So I get it. Yeah, absolutely. They're their own community, Spider. Yeah, man. And each place knows what they're doing. That's concerning their area, right? So that's how it is. That's how it is. Don't get too bent out of shape of it, Tommy. Like I say, everyone's got to. They can all. Everybody can think however they want to think, right? It doesn't always got to jive with you or with whatever, right? And Mike said it too. He's biased towards his personal race, and a lot of people point that out, and it does get said. Oh, don't you watch Mike's show, Nomadic? He does heavy on the political stuff, and he's around 11 in the morning. If you ever got time, it is exhausting, Rebecca. Same with the race thing. And when I did that show on race, that's what Papa Penguin said. He said race discussions are exhausting, and he was right. And you just tune him out. Exactly. You know what? I couldn't even tell you what stories Mike was talking about today. I was just having too much fun playing with that TVT guy. He got all crazy. That's it. We used to do the purple microdot. I went to school one week, started on Monday. I purple, an orange, a purple, and then by fucking Thursday it was 2 oranges, and then by Friday I think it was 2 purples. I went to every fucking class that week, and I'd sit in my class and I'd make little fucking noises and giggle to myself. Oh, the 80s were a fucking funny time, man. They're a funny time. Right, Edge? Because if you watch all the hosts, we get everyone's different angle on things, man. Always. Like I say, can't get too bent up about what somebody else's opinion is. That's their opinion, right? And that's it. Yeah, I know you got a big affinity for Black Dragon, Tommy, and fucking right, man. I think you should too. I think you should too, man. Sidewalk Commandos, that's a good way to put it, Gary. Yeah, man, I miss the sidewalk bikers. I really do. Politics is a losing deal. Yeah, that's why I don't want to get into it too much, Vinny. Same with bike club politics. I don't want to get into any sort of politics, man, because no matter what, half the people are going to disagree with you. And out of those many people, how many are going to fucking end up hating you just because they disagree with you? It's a bigger number than people would think. It's true. Sidewalk Commandos, you called them Commandos too, eh? You guys and Gary did. We fucking love those guys. Bus stop bikers. If you saw the guy I met, you gave Harley Davidson a pictures his face. And now I want to see the guy, man. Fucking A. And prison politics. Yeah, prison politics will just get you fucking dead. Even in the fucking the remand fucking jail, I got fucking jumped by a bunch of guys because I stuck my face into politics. No. Oh, you mean like the biker politics is based off prison politics? I think the biker politics is on the street is different though. Oh, I see what you're getting between the white set and the black set. That could be. Harley shirts and Old Spice. That's fucking beautiful, Paul. I love that one, man. Fucking right, man. No, that one's sticking in your craw, Tommy. Old Spice, fucking. Remember that stuff? Before he has a stroke. I think he did. Don't care what color you are, brother's a brother. Exactly, right? Exactly. Shit, man. Like I said about the when I was in the club and I went over there to England, there was only a couple guys, but they had two guys in that club, full patch dudes that happened to be black. And as far as I know, when the American club took him in and they patched over, they all came. They all came. It is that. Hey, Mikey, I appreciate you too, brother. We got to all work together. It's so much better when we work together, man. All right, you leaving, Craig? You have a great night, bro. You have a great night. Yeah, wasn't that the days of Spider in the 80s? We got so bent out. Got race, religion, and politics. Yep, those are the ones that you're supposed to keep to yourself, aren't they? Thank you for that, Tommy. I appreciate you always being here, man. I really do. I like you, and you're always welcome, man. You know that. Okay, purple crank. I see that Fetty stuff comes in weird colors, purples, and yeah. Flashbacks. I did have flashbacks. Those are true, Edge? I did have them into the fucking 90s and shit. Absolutely. I don't think he wants to give you an explanation, Tommy. First it asked was that Judas Priest. Nice. That would have been the place. Where's mine? First time I did mushrooms was at a Halloween party. And fucking Dracula had the mushrooms. It was awesome. But all my friends left me. I had to call my mom to come get me from this party. I don't even remember the rest of the night. Fuck if I know what I did. I'm calm. Just want to have people talk shit to elaborate. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, Tommy. That's fair enough. I saw Freddie Mercury and Queen. Oh, man. That would have been fucking sweet. Hey, we got to look at some of the bikes. 70s and the 80s, they were the good time to be a teenager, eh, James? They 100% were. And leading into the teenage years in the 70s, man, we had so much fun. We didn't do nothing right. And yours was Molly Scrap Iron. They were a wild band too, weren't they? Crazy. I always thought they were Canadian for a minute there. Molly Hatchet. Shroomies. We got fucking dispensaries up here in Ontario. They keep getting shut down, but somebody's trying to challenge the law and get mushrooms on the same level as weed in Canada. It's gonna happen. It'll just take a long time, I think. Racism, politics are one and the same. Yeah, that's kind of true, isn't it, Paul? Yeah. Yeah, they want us divided because if we all stood together, they'd be out of a job. Yeah, you're right. And that's why they keep us scrambling to keep our bills paid so that we don't got time to fucking get together and elect one of us to do what we wanted them to do. You know what I mean? Yeah, they didn't have cameras. You're right, Gary. Our town, because I grew up in a small town, right? A farmer town. And it had a dip. So the main road through the town, Main Street, had a dip. And there was a bridge and it had a creek, right? And so it had a main street and had a creek. That's the town I grew up in. Probably lots of other people grew up in that town, same sort of town. So there was a tractor dealership on one end of town with big fucking tractor tires that they had taken off the tractors, or maybe they were going to go on. I don't know if they were new or old, but every fucking year, the teenagers, whoever they happened to be at that era, would dose one of these tires in gasoline and take it to the hill on the top side of the dip and light it and roll it down the middle of fucking Main Street every year. And the cops could never catch us because the cops liked it too. It was fucking funny, man. But yeah, man, now it'd be cameraed and you'd be in shit and arson and fucking theft and all the rest of the bullshit, man. Your BC town has 13 pot stores. That's fucking hilarious, eh? I love driving into the res here in any res in Ontario pretty much. And you wham, you get the gas stations, then you get all the pot stores and the smoke stores, right? Fucking right. Divide and conquer, Tommy. That's what it's about. That's what the whole world's all been about since fucking Julius Caesar, I think, bro. I honestly think that way. I'm still a sidewalk commando. Oh, that's fucking awesome, man. That's hilarious, bro. That's crazy how cheap they're doing it now, eh? And out here, you know, the natives, bless them, they have every right to, so why don't they? They started the weed shops by buying from other people that grow. And then after a while, they said, well, fuck, if they can grow, we can grow. So away they go. So now they control the product right from being grown to being sold to the final user. That's the fucking way to do business. If you can control the product from the start to the end, that's how you do business, man. So good for them. All right, we're going to run through a couple of these bikes I saw. We probably should, eh? They got this new clone for guys. So it smells like cactus and liberals. You graduate to Polo. That's it, man. That was a fucking another big one back in the day, was it? Gary has a bunch of pot stores in Michigan. Sure. Michigan legalized. Yeah, they probably had to because they're catching so many kids with, 3-4 grams coming back from fucking Ontario. It was driving them crazy. We got 11. See, isn't that crazy? $15 a fucking ounce. So I didn't even catch who made none of these bikes. I just snapped some photos of them. I kind of went there. I talked to a fucking, I don't know where I put it on here. Back there. I don't know where the fuck I put it. Oh, I stepped on the dog, though. Sorry, baby. Huh. I talked to a whole bunch of different clubs that I haven't had on yet for interviews and stuff like that, and event organizers. So we should have a whole batch of new interviews to do with different people. Yeah, that was a good thing to go there and present myself to them and tell them who the channel is. We're gonna have the honor roll back on again before their ride this summer. They were very successful last year, but this year we want to get up and over 1,000 motorcycles. There'll be one pack with 1,000 bikes going down the 401 from Trenton to Oshawa, all for the vets. So I think that's a very cool thing. And they're going to come back on before they legalize in Ohio too. Hey, good. That's good to know. Which I was joking. Well, you only got to drive over to Michigan, though, bro. You guys are neighbors, I think, aren't you? You ride dirt cops in my mountains. So one of the people that I ran into, they teach kids how to ride dirt bikes and stuff. So I'm gonna get them on for an interview too. I think if you ride and you can afford it, it's a great hobby to get your kid into. Is motorcycles, man? Why not, right? Yeah, it was only you guys that had the two from the 40s, wasn't it, Paul? I think I might have a picture of one of them. That one looks wacky, with that gold that he used. It was fucking wow, crazy looking bike. At least in TO, the bike show has custom bikes on display. Yeah, I know the van. Yeah, I was going to announce that this week on a video, the Vancouver ones this weekend. Like you say, sometimes it's good to meet some of the people, or maybe it's people you haven't seen for a while. 24% tax. Also, they're putting 24% on those products to fix their fucking roads. Why don't they just spread it out around all the products? It'll only be a point or two. You know what I mean? Doesn't that make more sense? They used to do that in Canada. They call them luxury taxes. So if you drank and you smoked, you got boned in the butt. That's not a luxury. Fuck. You didn't realize? No, I didn't do any, Doug. It was kind of in my mind to do them. I didn't bump into anyone. It was kind of noisy in there, eh? It was kind of noisy. Yeah, Iron Fist. There's a photo of you guys in there, bro. Ohio, you got to keep it in your trunk. Oh, yeah, they do have a thing in Ontario for accessible. I thought that I had interviewed the Canadian Veterans MC in the past, but I have not. So they're going to come on for an interview. They're the one that raised money for the service dogs for vets. So there's a few veteran clubs out there doing they're all doing something good for veterans from their own angle. So I you can't say anything bad about any of them. I like that orange color. For some reason it jumped out at me, right? The old hardtail. There's your bike, Paul. Isn't it, Paul? Yeah, I think it was. Stuff of the old house shopping. I bet you they do, Jimmy. I bet you. Jimmy did the band Michigan. Really, eh? As soon as I tasted dirt bike, throttle, I was hooked for life. Nice. Not me. I've never flew through the woods like that, man. Izzy, how are you tonight, brother? Hey, we got TRC 275. How are you? All the way from Manitoba. Hope you're doing well tonight. Okay, yeah, me too. I think I smoked one on the way to the grocery store today. You know what I'm saying? So they jumped it from 16 to 24. Crazy fuckers, man. Well, you know what? To be honest with you, even if I paid $100 an ounce for good weed, I wouldn't beef about that. Mushroom chocolate bars, yeah, those are kind of fun. I don't know, man. They kind of fucking make my stomach yippy, but they make you high. I know people that put them out, grind them up, and put them in capsules and sell them as microdoses, right? 0.5 in each capsule. Oh, good one. Take care of yourself. Mind and body, TRC. Mind and body. I like Bobber Semi Chop. Yeah. They are low, aren't they? Trump pre-unit model. Oh, so they added that. Oh, I just thought they would have increased it, not put it on top of. Dirty fuckers, eh? Canadian vets raise money for Kilo 9. So are the Commandos. And then there's the rides in June and July. And then there's the... Hey, man, where's all the other photos I sent over there? Okay. No way, man. Don't tell me it's the same photos. Then there's the honor roll for the small houses. We did these bikes. I like that old BMW. It looks interesting, eh? Same fucking pictures. Boo! That's the same pictures again, as far as I can tell. What have they done? Okay, that's the same pictures again. Okay. Modern technology, is it? That's fucking hilarious. I send all the photos over to an email because that's the easiest way to get them from my phone to the PC, right? And it decided it only wanted to send some of them because the file was too big. Well, why don't you tell me how many to send at a time? And that's how many I'll send, right? Doesn't that make more sense than just deciding we're going to send this, what is it, 6 or 8? What kind of bullshit is that? So how many can I send? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay, so I can send 9. So let's figure out 9 I want to send. How many do I have so far? Come on, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 so far. 5. So I can break it into 5, 6. I can break it into bike shots and events or organizations. Ooh, that was a fucking squeaky yes, wasn't it? And that one I don't need to send. That one I don't need to show. And then I found all the ones I did send. And those two go together in there. That should be enough. Okay, send all that. Send it. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me the file is too big again. That's crazy talk. Send it there. Put a title on it. Bike show. And send her. That'll take a while. See how long it takes. So I think, what was I going to do tomorrow? Tomorrow we might do a little show about what is coming up in the next couple weeks. The 7250, bro. Everyone had a 50, right? Remember, my dad brought one home for my brother. There they are. I think I was already a teenager, so I couldn't sit on it right. And of course, I'd never ridden any sort of dirt bike, motorbike, or anything. So I jumped on it because I was a big brother, so that's what you do. And I fucking crashed it, man. Didn't hurt it because it was a 50. You can't hurt them motherfuckers. But I crashed it and scraped my knee. I was like, well, that didn't go very fucking good. I was curious out to laugh. 2-strokers, man. Fucking right. That's why I had those people from that dirt track up for an interview, man, because I've never been to one of those fucking things. I really want to go see it. At least one race. Looks like fun. You're fishtailing every fucking turn. It'd be a good laugh. Looking for an old Triumph. I wonder if you can even find a basket case Triumph anymore. Might have to go to England to look for something like that anymore. Hey, Steve, how are you, bro? Good to see you. Yeah, exactly, Gary. You don't see tax on golf. Or they probably don't pay tax at their fucking country club, do they? Went all the way up to a fucking 500, eh? I think I said it in another show. My younger brother was fucking really, really good on the dirt bikes, right? So on ATC, YZ80, yep. The other kids had the 70s. You had the 70s and the 80s, right? CR125. I just like the noise that they make them 2-strokes, scrap. Bing, 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 bing. Fucking right. Yeah, right? Pain and bruises. But if your bike breaks down, like my brother used to go riding back in the woods, right? There'd be some trails back there. And if your bike breaks down, you got to figure out how to get the fucking thing home. if it don't start, you got to figure out how to get it running. Like it's good for kids and just the whole experience, right? And then when they get on from a dirt bike to a street bike, they can ride anything. You know what I mean? Oh, that monoshock. Yeah, that would have been a big moment for you as a kid, eh? That'd be wicked. And then you get fucking you get your kids interested and tell them they got to get out there and earn their own thing for upgrades and for their next bike and get them a little bit of responsibility with money and stuff, cutting grass and all that shit, man. Why not? I think this time, Tommy, it's in process right now. It finally got to the point where it asked me which channel, because I got another channel, just kind of for like a backup channel, right, called Biker Secrets. And so I told him Biker News Canada. So we got all the way to where it asked me that. That's got to be, I finally got it fucking correct. Oh my God, it took me a long time. I had a lot of tries to get it, man. My heat and cooling company had an account because they were supposed to run ads on our website, which of course never did because the website didn't have enough traffic. But just getting rid of that account and then telling it to deal with my YouTube account took me forever because sometimes on this shit, like I say, I'm having a hard time finding Nomadic's file that he sent me an email, which we have it in an email, and I put it into my files. But when I try to upload it on the StreamYard, it can't find it. It can't fucking find it. I don't even know where the fuck it is. So he made us a beautiful intro, same song with the different clips in the intro. It looks great. And I can't find it in my files to use it. Remember when you had 10 boxes and you yeah. Look, yeah, right now. Not having these days, is it, man? You can almost kind of fucking piece bikes together back in the day, right? That's crazy talk. It is, bro. Yeah, it's it. Not old, just experience. That's the rest of us, too, I think. Let's place be in the bush with your buddies. Beer, yeah, man. Do what you got to do. Have fun. You're right. Take a couple beers. That's one thing I liked about growing up in the country. Or when, you do anything out there. So the old man had a canoe and shit. And me and my buddy, we grabbed the canoe. There's a pond in the back of some guy's cornfield somewhere that, you know about it because you're local and you live there. Take the canoe, fuck around in the pond for the day, right? You don't get to do none of that cool shit in the city, man. It's Arctic Blonde, not great. That's it. Not my country, afraid of my government, and that's in the you're in a whole different country than the most of us, and that's been my fucking thinking, man. You had 1,000 subs to be in the money. Yeah, I got that part, Doug. We're over 3,000 now, and but when I got over 1,000, it's taken me. That was way back with the Harley interview. Till now, and I've been fucking around with that thing trying to get it to say I'm monetized. Fucking insane, right? I can never get used to rear wheel spinning on the street. Yeah, exactly. Well, fuck, you don't want your rear wheel to spin on the street in most cases, right? Yeah, same with me too, Mountain Woman. Of a gem of a Triumph 58. That's pretty cool. Came on a crate. Wow, man. Get that baby put together, bro. That'll be fucking amazing. No miles on it yet. Really? It's in the crate. Fuck, that's pretty cool. Yeah, you can't do that on your street bike, can you? No. There is differences in riding. 100% big differences. Because I think my brother prefers to be on a trail than he does to be on the road. I gave him I always give my street bikes to ride. And he rides the snot out of them. But yeah. That is a treasure, isn't it, Jimmy? That's fucking wicked, man. That is so cool. Oh, that's a lot, eh, Steve? Fucking right. You've been riding a long time, too. It is different styles of riding, though, is it? 100%. Ton of bikes, late 40s and 50s. Yeah, that would have been cool, eh? $400 Canadian. Fuck. That's the way to do it. It's brand new. Sound like it's brand new. Years ago, contacted Trump in England. They offered and offered. Can't let it go. I knew all about it. Can't be that much to get her on the road dog. They made those bikes back then so they could be fixed in the field, right? I bet you could get it, bro. Must have been just after the war, dog. I bet you anything it was just after the war when they offered all them bikes. Early 50s, okay. Thanks, Tommy. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. There you go. You guys are pretty close to each other, Doug and Road Dog. I'm pretty sure that you are. What do you got now? XR 650. Is that can't be for the trails, is it? Is that your street bike? By GPS fast like that 15. I bet you it was. Fucking right. Street legal one. It's your street legal one. Okay. I clutch up my Harley all the time in second. That's why I need more displacement. I can't ride like that. I'm the old take it easy guy. I might speed shift once in a while, but not often. I say you have some cash in there. If you need a down payment on a home, maybe, eh? Vegas profile story. It's good to see you tonight, man. I don't think I've seen you in my chat before. Salute. I catch your show once in a while, brother. ICE is the new Gestapo. It's my feelings, too. Well, I walked away from great deals over the years. Unfortunately, we didn't know they were great deals when they were presented to us. That's the problem. It didn't turn out to be a good deal until 20 years down the road. And, you know, what are you going to do, right? Street glides are made for pavement, 70 to 90. Yeah, man. And my favorite speed is 81. Nice. Oh, you're in Alberta. Shit, I thought you were still in the Hammer. I think Road Dog's Southern Ontario, bro. Doing great. Just checking out the lives. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Get away a while. All right. So this is the groups I saw. Seen the Bikers Against Bullying. They're going to come on. We didn't do any interviews with those guys yet. I didn't even buy a ticket on that fucking V-Rod. What's the matter with me? And these are the guys who teach kids how to ride motocross. And I think you can also rent their track and teach your kids yourself. So you have them up for an interview. I ran into our Northern Mentors friends. They'll probably come on again. And Pace Law Firm's kind of touchy to figure out which guy wants to be their spokesman. And I missed them. I didn't see Ray, and me and Coulter didn't talk. So it was one of those things. And there's again the Iron Fist guys, right? And then these guys, I don't know. So it's a Canadian motorcycle. It's a Canadian vintage motorcycle group. Is who it is, and they're kind of a little club type thing. They got a vest and stuff, and they hold a vintage motorcycle show. It used to be in a town called Paris, Ontario, and this year it's moved down the road to a town called Burford, Ontario, which you kind of got to be from up here to understand where I mean. But I'm going to bring them up for a show too, and we'll get all these guys on here. They'll tell us what they're doing and stuff, right? And I just want to keep bringing different guests up every year if I can. You know what I mean? 4, 5, 6. Now you go back through a couple of the 7, 8, 9. Go back through a couple of the cool bikes because that went pretty good on the fucking email thing. That was quick. Boom, we'll send it again and we'll go back to the chat. I love you guys in the chat, man. You guys keep me busy in the chat. I dig it. Glad to hear. Cortha Lakes these days. Anyone know anything on her love the intelligence? What does that mean? Oh, that's where you are now. Okay. I thought you were still down. Okay. You're close to our friend Steve from Havelock, I do believe. Just like a random live feeds, and this came up top of the list. Seems like my type of channel. I enjoy watching. Thanks, Vegas. Profile, I appreciate that, man. Big chicken. I wasn't but scared of the road rash. Yeah, fuck the road rash. Road rash can fuck off, bro. Hey, man, thank you. I appreciate that, Vegas. I got to keep going on those numbers. But what the fuck? I'm doing it still for fun, but I'm 5 days a week, live at 8 o'clock at night. And like I say, these guys in the chat, they keep me busy, man. It's a very active chat, and I like to talk to all of them. What's this one? Coboconk is the closest known area. Northland, land in between. VPS has come up. And Bob speaking of Paris, Ontario's farmland cornfields. That's right, brother. But he does all them vintage bikes. I think he does I think they get like 500-600 bikes on a show, bro. Used to cottage on a lake. Yeah, man. I thought you guys would be close to each other, huh, Steve? He's better than T-Tags. Used to do a live stream from the Canadian National Tank Museum. Yes, and this year I intend on being on the honor roll on 2. And then either at the beginning or the end, I'll do a live. But the end would be better because that's a good backdrop. You're right. I think Vegas has done the show on the choice thing now. I think he has. Hey, we got Angel Face in the house too. Thanks for popping in this evening. Gladiators 1% MC and took on 81. Crazy, eh? Patty House. That was great. I'm going to finish bike show in a couple of weeks, and I'm stoked to see what they have in the show. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I like those old vintage shows, man. Were you kidding me? You tell me my fucking photos didn't go? I fucking tell you. No, they went. Okay. I was just about to get all crazy. Start cussing out fucking Gmail. I don't know why that one caught my eye. I guess just because it looks nice and tight. That's a cool paint. That's a cool color too. That one too. Oh, that's why these guys are selling their stereo shit. Look how big they made those bags and stuff to get those fucking speakers in there. Like I really liked having a radio, that street light I had. Gotta admit, it's the first bike I owned with a radio. But I don't need tunes that bad. And there's your classic fucking, everyone built those for years, eh? With the see-through back wheel and the big open primary and shit. I'm surprised you didn't put a Springer front end on that one. That frame's a whole lot of work, eh? See that? I don't know why they just didn't make that a swing arm back there. Or is that? It looks like a hardtail, doesn't it? Why wouldn't you just make the back of it into a swing arm? The Hot Wheels bike, that one looks pretty cool. But all them bikes with big fat back tires, they look cool and all that, but they suck in the rain. They really suck in the rain. Like to make it a daily rider. And there's that long green one again. I like that green one. But like I say, it's always more fucking vendors and shit than it is motorcycles, right? It's unfortunate, but that's how they are. Yep. Ontario. Yeah, that red is a cool color, eh? I used to own a bar downtown. Oh, I didn't know that, Steve. Oh, it used to be a bar. I thought you said I used to own it. That's pretty cool. I've been watching you for years. I was a sub, enjoying my friends. Had to drop a bunch, got broke. Stay safe, keep it on. Good evening, So Loud. Thanks for dropping in this evening, brother. It's always a pleasure. Yeah, eh? You know, there was a band playing in my ear. I stopped to talk to Joe, Portuguese Joe. He's such a good guy on his channel. And we couldn't fucking hear each other. The band was right behind us in our fucking ear, man. But he's such a good guy. Gave me something to eat, gave me an espresso. Fucking cool guy. Got a sneak peek of the new Street Glide dropping this week. Oh, Paul, thanks for reminding me. When I was in there, I spoke to Durham Harley Davidson, which is, Oshawa, I'm supposing, right? And he gave me a good idea, or what I thought was a good idea for a show. One of their salesmen is going to come on, and we're going to do a show on the new Harley drops. It won't be before because they're dropping, like you say, next week, but just something different. I usually stay away from the dealerships and stuff, right? But he said, hey, man, if you want, we'll give it a try. And I said, sure, we'll give it a try. So I got to call him this week, and we'll set that up too. So at least I got a few, what I'm hoping will be interested interviews for us set up. Where are you? Send it to the other one. No. Uh-oh. Maybe this time it's giving me the old storage is full bullshit, and they want me to give them money. Every fucker in the world wants you to give them money along the way. Like, fuck off. First you tell me, here, use our email. It's fucking great. Then they say, by the way, give us money. Fuck you, man. Fuck. So, obviously I took that one for the airbrush. Problem is now with this shit, they can put on a vinyl sticker and they can hide it in the clear coat so well that you don't even know it's a sticker, eh? They've really changed shit over the years. But that, I believe, is airbrushed. And that one, too, for all the paint work on it. What are they called? Scallops? That's time-consuming, right? Just taping that off, fucking take you all day, probably half the next day, too. And same with that one. I think I grabbed a bunch of these because of their paints. Oh, we got some dirt bikers, too, because dirt bikes are bikes. There's another one with a fucking very involved paint job. They even engraved, I think. It looks like the visor, the front lights are engraved. And that one too. And see, they fatten out those back bags for them speakers. Isn't that crazy? How much fucking music do you need? So here in the next county. And I got a fuzzy one of the paint. That wasn't a very good one. The back fender. And the ghost flames in that one, they look pretty good in there. But again, that's a speaker bike. And that's it. That's all the pictures I took of bikes. Holy Christ. And you got a bike show coming up in Alberta. Edmonton, I think, Angel Face. And the next week or two, too, don't you? I try not to start wars and other chats with my opinions on certain club members. Exactly. Yep. Well said, Vegas Profile. That's what I feel. Yeah, there were nice looking bikes in there, right? There were some good looking machines in there. I got that. No, she missed the sporty. She missed it. The orange one. Yeah, I like that paint job. The old classic orange and black Harley paint job. I think that's fucking wicked. I've always liked that. Tunes are mandatory. Yeah, but fuck, man. See how fat those bags were? Just get some stereo shit in there. That's quite something. I always rode like Dynas and FXRs. I never had a fairing or a fucking stereo or any of that shit, man. Just listen to the motor wind. That's what I like. It's still there. We're all comedians up here. Yeah, man. Someone got for me. Yeah. Fucking bummer, Angel Face. Another one will come up, though. If you want, I'll keep an eye on that price range down here. When I'm talking to my buddy about the raffle bikes, I'll see what he's got. He's a Sportster enthusiast. I'm popular amongst guys I know, but I'm thinking Indian Scout is the next bike I'm getting. A lot of people are saying that with the Harley fucking changeover with ownership and all that shit, right? Or of bosses or whatever. And just the fact that Harley's not becoming the bike everyone wants anymore. They did it to themselves. Like, some of us are just diehards and that's how we feel. But if you're not going to go HD, the next bike I think everyone will go to will be Indian. I would try one. I got a dog whining in the background, drive me fucking mental. Hi, Jay from Darley. Oh, yes, Paul. That was you who brought me over there, wasn't it, brother? Now I'm putting you, now I'm finally putting who you are to who you are in the chat. It all just finally clicked, brother. That's it. Kingston Harley has an event to show the new bikes in the evening in a few days. Nice. Nice, nice. Are you going to go check them out? Fuck the new bike. That's how I look. I always look at something used, 10 years old, whatever, right? I don't need nothing new. If it's 10, 12 grand, at least I can fucking buy it, right? I can't buy a bike not for cash. I just can't do it. I keep my twin cam, put it out a few more parts, tunes, bike. Right. I don't even have an issue with the Evos, man. I don't mind having a choke on a bike. It's not the big thing. Yeah, that's what they are saying, Doug. Exactly. Well, it's February 1st. Okay, because I'm going to announce it soon. I've been saving it. Durham, North Carolina is a wall biker scene. Oh, that's where Scrap's from, isn't it? Lots of bikes, is it? You think you're one of the best storytellers on YouTube? There you go, brother. Getting some high praise. Love my Street Glide. I love mine too. I loved it, man. And to be honest with you, I'm looking for another one. I'd rather just replace the one I had to sell and just get on with it, right? Why not? Oh, yeah, lots of good. You guys got mountains and everything out there too, do you? You'll find me under Tommy Manic. Yep. If I didn't go to Calgary last year because the year before it sucked. Yeah, that was the thing. I made him sell me a $25 ticket. It's like, I'm not paying $50 to look at fucking vendors, man. Thank you, Grant. Yeah, you nailed it. I'm just getting ready to, just going to get through the chat here, and then we'll sign her off for the evening. Back in the early 70s, yes, they were big into chopping them up, man. Fucking right. And everybody liked them because I think they were fairly easy to work on, right? And they fly. I don't care what you say about a Sportster. Once you get up into a 1200, the thing flies. It's all motor. Love my Street Glide, Rami cam in it. Yeah, Guard Legend solo seat. Nice. Yeah, that's not too bad. $13 to wander around, take some photos. Like you say, I made a bit of a show about it. First bike was a 66, man. That's fucking cool. That's going back, eh? An XLCH. You're a biker. Oh, yeah, she got a channel. Go to her channel, Tommy, if you haven't yet. She has her own channel and she does her own thing. She's good out there. Used to get a lot of stuff from Canes in Calgary. Okay. I don't know who they are. Hardwire, good to see you tonight, brother. Thanks for popping in this evening. It's really awesome. Look forward to the future. Be a cool get together at Port Dover. It would be, Road Dog, 100% it would be. It is boring to go there because it's a lot of foot traffic. The bikes are parked over there and everyone else is walking down there. It's kind of, why aren't we walking where the bikes are? But they won't let us park bikes there because they want to sell that to vendors, right? It's the same with everything. They're just digging at the money, man. It's a fucking bummer. But yeah, I'm going to be down at Dover, 100%, bro. Thank you, Paul. It was great seeing you, man. Keep the old spice close. You got it, bro. All right, guys. I'm going to sign this one off, man. I appreciate for everybody in the chat. I couldn't do this show without you guys. And I mean that, man. It was a great show tonight, as always. So I appreciate you guys. I got to let my whining dogs out for a pee before I'm picking up a mess. Oh, yeah, you check it out too, Vegas. Yeah, absolutely, bro. She's doing her stuff out there in Calgary, man. Did a unique video about one show. Nice. Thank you. All right. Good night, everybody. Again, much love for being here. We'll be back again tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Hope to see you all again. Be safe and be warm. Good night.
Biker News Canada, where the truth hits harder than the highway wind. From Ontario to the coast, Bob Javi rolls in. Let the real news begin. He's got the camera ready, catching sparks from every ride. Club stories, charity runs, every heartbeat